Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Alliance Force Showcase that is going to be for your Deathless saga, and the nodes are going to be Sugar Pill and also Decay. So the first one is going to be against a Spiral with the nodes Has a Shift, Incinerate and Bleed, One Eye Open and Champion Boost. Now you can bring in any Decay champion that can build up your debuff to avoid the damage. And just be careful that just use medium, light, medium combos against Spire only. As soon as you use the second light attack, she is going to throw those dancing souls towards you, and that's going to hurt a lot. Another thing you can do is you can just hold your block and wait for Spiral to throw a heavy attack, and you can punish it with your own heavy attack, so that gives you good and easy openings. And then when she gets an SP1, you can easily evade that as well. Now, because of Sugar Pill, she will go unstoppable, so make sure that you keep knocking her down and keep getting them slow up on Spiral, and you should be good. And if you're running Willpower, once you have that Decay up, the slow up, you are not going to take damage from any damaging debuffs, and you will going to gain that healing from the Willpower, that will also top you up. So for the different options for this fight, I would suggest you to go with your Decay size champions. They will be the most safest one here. Just use medium, light, medium, and you should be good there. Now quickly moving on to the second fight, that is going to be against a Punisher 2099. Now he is also going to be a Sugar Pill defender, so a Decay Cosmic Champion will work super well here. Remember that you're going to get a Power Start 1 and a Regen boost, and also a Wax Tree fight with good advice boost. So you don't need to worry much about the Conflictor. The only thing you need to worry about is Combat Deja Vu prowess. So if you use the same basic attack twice in a row, you give Punisher 2099 prowess. Once he gets prowess, he also gets prowess puncture. So during the time he has the prowess, his block penetration on you is going to increase like crazy. So the best way to deal with this fight, I would suggest, is to use parry, medium, light, medium, and then next time parry, use a heavy attack. Now I was trying to be really fancy here and I made a lot of mistakes. I thought my Gladiator 7-star rank 3 suit 200, it would be like crazy and it would be enough. So I was playing a lot aggressive and taking a lot of risks. But if you play just parry, medium, light, medium, parry into heavy, you should be able to get through this fight, and the frequent node go down should be able to bypass the unstoppable from the Sugar Pill node. And yeah, just like that, you should be able to take Punisher 2099 down. I've given you quite a few options. Mostly a Cosmic Decay attacker is the way to go. Now fight number 3 is going to be the first unshared fight, and that is going to be against a Wong. He is also a Sugar Pill defender, so it would be nice if you can bring in any size champion that will help you keep up those debuffs, and also when you knock down to give that slow. If you take away the slow, if you take away the unstoppable from Wong, he's not really that difficult. Just another node that is going to be there is going to be encroaching root. So I think on a cooldown of 10 seconds, you are going to be rooted unless you're throwing a special attack. So the best way to deal with that is to hold your special attacks, and when you are rooted, only then use your special attack to get out of the root, and you should be good. Just make sure when Wong is above 90 Ezric energy, make sure to knock him down so you don't take that burst damage. And other than that, should be a piece of cake for you with the right size champions. Now the next fight is going to be a robot, that is a Viv Vision. Now again, this is going to be a Sugar Pill defender again, so you need a Decay one. I have my trusted Gladiator, so I'm just going to use him. The nodes are going to be attacker region, so you will notice the healing on top of me underneath my bar. That is because of region boost. There's also strike counter, so you have to be careful here how you manage your basic attacks. So if you notice, there is kind of a counter or the available basic attacks for your light, medium and heavy attacks. So you have to stay within that and use your special so you can reset that counter again and again. Because if you don't do that, you are going to give regen charges to Viv Vision and she's going to heal a lot. Although if you use a Decay attacker, that shouldn't really matter because you're going to apply a lot of debuffs, and with the Despair Master kicking in, you should be able to in the end quite comfortably take down Viv Vision. Now I would say Another good way is to bring in anti-robotic champions. So for example, your Medusas, your Arcus, your Thanos, they can completely shut down the robots. And you don't have to worry about the robots. Also, you don't have to worry about the sugar pill node. So just like the previous fight, this is going to be a Sentinel. He's a robot as well. So I would suggest if you have a Deathless Thanos, or if you have a Medusa, or if you have an Arcus, just bring them in and they just make your lives much easier. Now here the node is going to be attacker region, vulnerability, and the most annoying node here is going to be Footloose. So whenever he will use a special attack, he is going to go unstoppable, and also he will get an evade charge. And plus he will also get stun immune because of steady preservance. There's also Rich Get Richer here, but I don't think you need to worry about it. I would suggest you to just use your Cosmic Champions with more buffs on them, so you can power gain Sentinel with the Rich Get Richer node, so you can use it to your advantage. I'm just using a Gladiator here. I'm just spamming my specials in the corner and trying to melt him away. But a better option would be an anti-robotic champion, so you can totally shut down Sentinel. You don't have to worry about the Footloose. You don't have to worry about the stun immunity from steady preservance. Just a Medusa, Armor Shatter, Arcus, Armor Shatter, or Deathless Thanos, and you should be good. And just like that, we are done with the path. Now we are moving on to the final 3 fights. And the first one of them is going to be an Ebony Maw. Now he is a sugar pill defender, and the biggest threat from him is that he's going to make you miss with the falter, and he's going to do a lot of damage to you with that degen. So just bring in a decay attacker and you should counter everything. He will not take any damage over time. But I like to use Photon here because Photon does not miss. If you use your mediums only, or if you use your 5-hit combos during pure light form, she's not going to miss, so you don't have to knock him down again and again to break his concentration so he does not fall to you. But still, that's okay. If you're using any other champion, the habit to knock down will help you, because knocking down will also apply the slow on Ebony Maw, and you should be getting through this fight quite easily. Don't worry about the hazard shift here with the cold snap and bleed, because those debuffs will not do anything to you, because you are applying so many debuffs and your decay is kicking in, so you will not take any damage. On the contrary, you will heal with willpower, and you should be able to get through this fight relatively easy. Photon is one of the best counters for that fight. And now you have a non-Saga Serpent. He's probably the most annoying fight here. But wait, you do have Ready for All Things and Good Advice boost. So there's a rag pre-fight applied for the extra damage. And also he's going to have Petrify Suppression and increase timing on the debuffs. So basically this is Mr. Fantastic's pre-fight already applied. So as long as you keep knocking him down, you can keep refreshing that, and you can use it to your advantage. Now there are quite a few counters that you can use here, but before we get into it, make sure to play around the fight or flight node. That unstoppable can be really annoying. And there's also return policy, so he's going to do a lot of damage, a lot of specials here. And missing in action, keep an eye on that falter. Don't use a special attack or a heavy once a buff expires. Now, my favorite choice is going to be a Symbiote Supreme, because you can just literally nuke Serpent quite easily. Some of the options that work really well are going to be your Kushala, your Shatra. And if you want to go the size option, Void is an amazing choice here as well. He just controls the power like anything, does not gain many buffs, so you don't have to worry about the falter. You can also use here Count Nefaria with all the power gain. He will never let Serpent take that much power. And then there's also your very trusty Luke Cage with Exhaustion. He is going to reverse the power gains, and also if there is 2 concussions applied, he's also going to disable the node and also the sig ability of Serpent. So he is also a champion that just smashes through it. And finally, we are at the boss. That is going to be Deathless Thanos. Quite an annoying boss, to be honest. He's very tanky with the nodes, adaptive, stun immunity, centrifuge knockdown. Power start 1 will be there, and also invulnerability will be there, so we'll have some kind of protection. So all you need to do here is to bring in a champion that has either grit or that has any kind of slow, Or if you don't have any one of those, you can just bring in your regular DK champions. You will apply enough debuffs, and when you knock down that Thanos, he is going to get slow on him, so you can counter the unblockable. So I am just using shield here because of the bleed damage are going to be good. The fight would be faster. So shield, it works really well because she also has grit. So as long as you keep the grit up and you manage the unstoppable and the SP1, you should be good. I would suggest you to keep Deathless Thanos to an SP1 near. SP2 can be a bit annoying to deal with and the damage is just crazy. So keep him to an SP1 and you should be able to get through this fight relatively easy. If you don't have her, I've given you quite a few options. You can use those too. So yes guys, good luck for your run. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. We are going to also do the right path tomorrow, and then we will follow them with the specialty, mystic, and the tech paths that are also available this in the new Alliance War Showcase saga. So we will be back for those, and then we will also be back for 9.2 next week. So stay tuned for that. This time around, the guide for the boss Lotan is not going to release straight away because there are quite a few changes from CCB beta. So I am going to work it out once the live version is there. So I hope to see you there, guys. And apart from that, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.